This past weekend, Post Malone and Theo Vons had a little sit down and they ended up getting onto the topic of celebrity pastors. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of highlighted something a little sad. So let's take a little look. Anyone notice a little segue? Little this past weekend? Nah?
It's so hard for me to get something that's fancy.
You deserve it.
Thanks, man.
Well, all you need to do is start doing like those. You do the youth pastor stuff.
Here we go.
But you do it like this big stadium deal, like the guy. What's the guy's name?
Carl Lentz.
I don't want to be in an airplane with a bunch of demons, so I bought
Oh my word.
me a private jet. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, bring that guy up.
Yeah, that
dude.
dude's awesome. Give me an airplane.
About why you don't want to fly commercial. Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch
Doesn't he
of
look
demons.
evil?
Why do you
He's
think
got
that?
like the classic villain
listen
face.
to me
Man.
just singing.
Reminds me of Chuck Schumer.
Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really me.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but
Isn't it the business of
I've seen this plenty of times, but I want to let you know why I think it's a little bit sad. I'm not gonna lie. That like the first thing that comes to mind for a lot of people who aren't Christians, who just see it online or don't have someone in their life representing it. I don't know if correctly is the right word, but we'll say that for now. Correctly, like their first thought, and a lot of that is either old church, old people, no one cares. It's in the past. Like it's not relevant. Or secondly, it's the big bad church spending loads of money, using everyone's offerings for their own gain. Don't get me wrong, a lot of celebrity, I don't even like using that terminology, but celebrity pastors do things I don't agree with. But it doesn't mean everything they do is wrong, right? I guarantee you 90% of them, maybe even 99, I don't know, percent of them set out with good intentions, right? They set out with wanting to serve the Lord, wanting to spread the gospel, and then sometimes they'll fall, which is at the end of the day, they ain't Jesus, they ain't God, right? We all fall short. It says we all fall short. But I did just want to highlight that, like, it's kind of sad that that's the first thing that people go to. Like, the point is, the first people like think about church is either old and not relevant, or big, taking advantage and bad. Okay, and then just watch this next clip.
Life around megachurch pastors, and I've kept some secrets, but my conscience will not allow me to stay quiet about these things anymore. So here they are, all true stories, names redacted. Hang tight. There's a reason I'm going public with this right now. So Pastor A led 2 different churches of over 10,000 people, and then he quietly stepped down in his prime to help plant a church in a city that needed one. And now, instead of speaking at huge conferences, he renovates widows' homes and leads a Bible study for recovering addicts every Thursday morning. Pastor B pastored one of the 3 largest churches in America, and then he wrote an international bestseller. He used the money from the book to repay the church every dollar they'd ever salaried him and to launch a group of nonprofits that serve the poor. Pastor C sets aside a large portion of his family's income to anonymously help families adopt. They have a goal of funding 100 orphans adoptions before they're done. Pastor D is not like a hang out in the green room before services kind of guy. Instead, this guy arrives 3 hours before services every weekend to pray for the 10,000 people that attend his church. Now, here's my point. For every one public scandal you hear about, there's 100 secret successes. Now, you may say, well, then why don't I ever hear about them? Because planes that land safely don't make the news.
One of the comments says, this was needed right now. There's a lot of discouragement out here. Darkness should be exposed. But we do need reminders of the light. And I think that's spot on, to be fair, because there is, I don't know if discouragement's the word that I'm looking for, but what I wanted to highlight that's sad about the Theo Vons video and then introducing this one is one thing, and that thing is honor. I think we do not do a great job, right, of honoring pastors, honoring mentors in your life, honoring the people that are doing good things, and we're so quick to point out all the bad things, right? And I think Christian communities and circles can be the worst for it, and I can't believe I'm going to quote Theo Vons in trying to get my point across. But there's a clip, right, search up. It's about Theo Vons talking about denominations of churches, and that when one denomination hates the other denomination.
And some people at different churches, they don't respect people from other churches. And that is called gracism.
He's got a massive point. Like, he's got a huge point in the sense that we don't do a great job of lifting each other up, and we do a real good job of tearing things down. Let's be honest, like you said, there's hundreds of people, hundreds of pastors who do a phenomenal job week by week, day by day, and aren't in it for themselves and aren't in it malicious, and do have a heart for the people and a heart for God, basically. I don't know how to get the balance, but what he said is, obviously he said Pastor A, Pastor B, right? But I guess I'm asking you, how do we get that balance of making these kind of things known, that like pastors do a phenomenal job, without it coming across as PR? You know what I mean? I'm not massive on giving people praise for the things they're supposed to do, which a lot of people will say, Pastor, well, they are supposed to help the poor, they are supposed to help the community, they are supposed to point people towards God, they are supposed to know the word, they are supposed to represent God, as we all are if you call yourself Christian. But my point is letting it be known that more of those people exist than the people doing bad things. I guess the point is, right, I don't know how we would do that, how we would honour people without it either seeming like you're trying to push good PR or it coming across as cheap. And someone will have a great idea of how to do that. And we should get it out there that there's 100,000s of pastors and people, not just pastors, but people who are representing God correctly and representing God just through their lives. And we should honour people for that. And yeah, get that out there. And like I've said like 4 times, I wouldn't know how to do that. So I think we need to find out how we can. And just as we land the plane, ponder on that thought and try and find out how we can do that. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you want to hang around, subscribe. And there's plenty of videos to go have a watch. And for now, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.